Ooh, yeah. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Known in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light. Hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Don't forget. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, keeps it real. That's the deal, baby. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house, oh yeah. hit the light on your way to Auntie Mickey's. Yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house. Ooh.
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. What is today? July. Oh, I'm tripping. July 8th, 2026. Another day above ground. Lord, something is wrong with this doggone earplug. Anywho. It is so good to be in the land of the living again. Hold on just a minute. I got to replace this earplug. Hold on just a second. Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to live with it. That's not too bad. Now, how's everybody doing? Hello, everybody. If you hear a lot of crackling, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear a bunch of crackling. Or if it's just me on my end. Hello, baby. I see you. Totally nothing. What's going on? Let's see. Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Hey, Kathy Mitchell. Hello, Urban. How's it going? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys hear some static on here, because I don't understand what's going on with this earpiece. And I ain't got time to be searching all over creation for my headphones. I got headphones, but they're not mine. And I don't know if this is going to work. If it ain't one thing, it's another. How is everyone doing? Hello, Polly. How are you, sweetie? Oh. Hello, Barbara. Sounds clear? Okay, good. At least it's not crackling on your end. It's just something for me to have to deal with on this end. That's what I get for having cheap earplugs. Okay, good. So, I hope everybody's day is going well. It's been real chill around here. Me and Uncle been chilling up in the house. Okay, good. Hello, the nurse. So yeah, I was trying to think of something to talk about today, and of course, I know you guys have probably already heard the story about the young man, Nolan Wells. And for those who don't know, Nolan Wells was a teenager with a bright future ahead of him. Football star on his team, the whole nine. Lived in a very nice neighborhood. And him and his 3 white friends went kicking it on the 4th of July. And of course, I forgot to mention that Nolan is black, by the way. They went out kicking it on the 4th of July. 4 went out and only 3 come back. Take a wild guess who didn't come back. This looks so fishy. This looks very, very, very fishy. Yes, Cassandra, it is brutally crazy. And the sad part about it is his so-called buddies acted real funny style. Apparently his phone was still on the boat, because apparently they went out on a boat. And they went on the boat and they went to some island. They got off the boat, went over to the island. But Nolan never got back on the boat. So, you know, the friends, of course, they come back. They don't have much to say. They don't know what happened. They can't explain nothing. They don't, you know, just no comment. And these are affluent Caucasian boys whose parents are, you know, there's a judge. I think another one is a doctor. I'm not sure about the third one. Don't know. But it's being treated so strange. And of course, the kids have already lawyered up. The parents have lawyered up the kids. The stories aren't matching. There is one witness, however, that's complying with authorities. It seems to be that there was a young lady, a girl, that they met that day. And her story is the only story that ain't changing. The sad part about it is, if you had a friend and you went out, hi Doodle Bird, if you guys went out kicking it, yes, Barbara, they deleted all their text messages from their phones. This young man's phone was still on the boat. He never left anywhere without his phone. It's just really strange circumstances. Nobody knows nothing. And of course, let's just put the cherry on top. This happened in Mississippi. Imagine that. But this is the kind of story that we have grown accustomed to hearing. Real strange circumstances when it comes to the demise of people of color. And a lot of parents are warning their kids now. And I hate to say it, but hey, better safe than sorry. Young black kids, you are not safe alone with your young white friends. Now, I'm not promoting racism. Don't get me wrong. This isn't about racism. This is about plain and common sense. Because when the shit get funky, and it has happened on many occasions, young black man, black woman, whatever, can get into an argument with a bunch of people, and the white friends will stand there and watch like they ain't got nothing to do with it. I've seen it happen. It's been going on for years. Ain't nothing changed but the year. Something happened to this young man, and nobody knows nothing. Matter of fact, they went out that night after, because apparently the last contact was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is on the 4th of July. That was the last contact made with any of them. And that was the last time he was seen by them, apparently, allegedly by them. But at 7:30 that night, the 3 friends are at a party. having a good old time. That looks real foul. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Don't you think that looks really, really strange? Awfully foul. Something happens to your homie and you know, he disappears somehow on an island with you, and y'all can't find him, so you guys just come back home and go to a party. Let's go party. The hell out of here. That young man had a lot going for him. Now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate right now. It would not surprise me, not one bit, if he ain't here because he had it going on and maybe they didn't as much. You know what I'm saying? It would not surprise me, because that seems to be the case in many cases when it comes down to people of color that excel. Many people of color that excel. Others get jealous and have that "if I can't have it, nobody can have it" syndrome. Barbara says, my nephew in Arkansas, who passed away, her son has YT friends, and they wanted him to go to a remote location in Branson, Missouri. Is that Missouri? I said no. He was upset. Then the family didn't go. That was strange. Wow. It just makes you wonder. Because this young man had it going on. He was an excellent athlete. These guys, these 4 kids, they were friends for several years. And for him to disappear on an island, this wasn't the case of a drowning, falling off the boat. I mean, if he fell off the boat, why wouldn't you say so? But his body was found on the island. So that means that he was able to get off the boat and walk onto the island. Just strange. Real strange. Even the movements of the family are strange. They want their privacy. Well, what about his family? They want answers. His friends have some answers that they're not giving. I don't know, if I was out with one of my homies and I went out somewhere and one of them disappeared, we'd be looking for him. Let me see. Michelle says, I smell corruption. We know that position and money equates to power. Suspicion. The family's lawyered up. Why if they're innocent? Exactly. Exactly, Michelle. Why are you so quick to lawyer up if there was an accident and nobody's, at fault? Their behavior in itself was very bizarre. Their movements were very bizarre. I don't know, Doodoo Bird. I know they've been questioned, but they haven't been able to give up any information. I agree, Barbara. It's time that we start teaching our kids, because ain't nobody else going to teach them better than us. Ain't nobody going to teach our kids and protect our kids better than us. And to hell with what it looked like. Oh, I don't want to be perceived as being racist. No, you're not being racist. You're protecting your children. If we don't protect our children, who will? And judging from the history of this country, we have to do above and beyond to protect these kids. We're dealing with a very barbaric history. Very barbaric. And, sometimes we think we too old to learn anything more. I found out the other way. I found out different. I found out something the other day I'd never heard in my entire life. I found out that back in slavery, not only were the slaves brutalized, mistreated, mishandled, just lynched, you name it. When I found out that cannibalism was involved, I had it. I was done. Hey, just hot flashing. I was totally taken aback. Yes, Michelle, I think they did give his parents the phone. But they deleted all their text messages. Isn't that strange? What are you hiding? There's pictures of them on the boat, allegedly drinking alcohol. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not. However, it's also been said that there was a substance that was found on the floor of that boat that was questionable. And he was not of the mind, according to his parents, he was not of the mind to consume anything that would compromise his body, because he was a football player, and I guess he had something coming up where he had tests and stuff. But getting back to what I found out this was several days ago, that slave owners and families of slave owners, not only did they lynch and brutalize and grape the women, because of course they're considered property, right? They weren't considered human. They weren't even considered human. But when they would have lynchings, it was a family affair. Let's go take a big picnic out to where they're going to lynch the people, lynch the blacks. We're going to enjoy the afternoon. It was a big whoop-de-woo. But it's also documented that many of these colonizers consumed the bodies of deceased slaves. Think about that. Think about that. And without getting too graphic, just imagine taking the remains and putting it in a big pot of, I don't know if it was water or grease, but boil the remains down to some sort of a liquid mush, so to speak, and to finalize the ritual. Certain people would consume those remains. They even went so far as to cut pieces of the anatomy off and barbecue them. Or take the skin of these beautiful black people and make leather items out of them. That's some barbaric shit. Barbara said, remember the black lady that went to the sleepover party with her so-called white friends and she ended up deceased and they didn't know anything either? Exactly. She the only one in the bunch. A girl's sleepover. Boom, she gone. Nobody know nothing. It ain't the first time. It ain't the first time. Because, let's be real, certain people protect each other. Michelle says, I also wondered if there was jealousy about his athleticism and the star position that he has on the football team. Exactly. This young man had it going on. 18 years old. 18 years old. According to the parents, he could swim. He was a good swimmer, so... Okay, do the right thing, says. Blunt force trauma is what I heard was her cause of death. Oh my goodness, see, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the whole story about her. But imagine that. Nobody knew anything when it happened. And I can almost imagine, I'm sure nobody's been charged either. I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see a little piece of Trent out loud. Hold on just a second. Let me turn this down. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay, this is Trent Out Loud. He's a YouTuber here on YouTube. 147,000 subscribers. Very good content creator. And I watched some of his show today. Hold on just a second. Here we go.
Nolan Xavier Wells was unalived by these three boys. And if not all three, one of them did it. And if not one of them, they know who did it.
Hello.
Nolan Wells went missing July the 4th, and his body was found yesterday, July the 6th. We are going to go through the timeline and the events before and after Nolan went missing. I'm going to play a video for you of the alleged argument between Nolan and his friends an hour before Nolan went missing. We're also going to go over two posts that Nolan's mother has put out. A post from Nolan's girlfriend's mother. A post from Matthew, who is a kid that was on the island or potentially one of Nolan's friends. Then I'm going to show you what these three boys are doing now on social media and what their parents, who are doctors, lawyers, and judges, are presently doing now that the world is watching them.
Isn't it funny how power seems to give you a cloak of protection? Isn't that something? Lawyers, judges, and doctors. And they're not being held. They're not. Just how hard is the local law enforcement in that area even investigating? It just seems that when it comes down to black people, they don't put forth the effort that you would see put for someone else. Palm colored. It's really disgusting. Michelle says Ocean Springs, Mississippi is a town about 20 minutes from my family home in Mobile. Wow. And, you know, I don't want to hold judgment on the South itself, but it just seems that just stuff going on in the South is just, it's like a cancer. That never went away. That part, do the right thing. Now that, I wanted to talk about that, but I didn't have time to prepare. But there's a young lady, and I'm not going to go off into detail about it because I don't know all the details. But there was a young lady that was recently found hanging from a tree. And of course, they said that the cause of death was self-unaliving. That seems to be the go-to all the time. But now in this particular case, I did hear that the parents agreed. So maybe there was some kind of, you know, mental illness going on her part. I don't know. But I'm going to look into that again as well. I didn't get to see too much about it. But yes, it just seems that when a black person is found hanging from a tree in the South, they automatically say that they did it to themselves. And we ain't stupid. Come on now. We ain't stupid. Beautiful young lady. I think she was 21 years old. I might be wrong, but beautiful young woman. Hold on, let me go ahead with the rest of this video.
We have a ton of evidence to go through. Sit back, relax. I'll tell you everything that you need to know when it comes to this Nolan Xavier Wells case. Then I'll hand it off to you, the Out Louders, to let me know what you think in the comment section below. For those of you who haven't heard the details of the story, let me give you a quick recap and then we'll go into some details. All right. So Nolan Xavier Wells is an 18-year-old boy. He went missing July the 4th in Jackson, Mississippi. Highlight on the Mississippi. Nolan was last seen with his friends on Horn Island. They got to that island on a boat together. There was a search for Nolan after his friends claim they lost track of Nolan on the island. Some people say that Nolan went off with his girlfriend, and that is why his friends left him, because they assumed that he was with his girlfriend or a girl. This is all alleged for now.
Now, mind you, like I said earlier, this young lady, they just met her. So it's not like she was hanging out with them, that they all went together, you know, together. Yes, Urban. Jackson is very racist. Do the Right Thing said, what black person do unalives by hanging? None. I'm going to stand on that business. I'm going to stand on that business. I don't believe that one bit. Not one bit. Okay, let's continue to listen to this together. I've never listened to this whole video, just the first part of it. So we're going to be listening to this together. This is my first go round as well.
Three boys to the left of me claim that after they couldn't find Nolan, they decided to head back to the mainland in the same boat they came in on without Nolan. But guess what? Nolan's phone was on the boat. Now, which teenager do you know that is going to go off on an island somewhere on his own with some girl and leave his phone on the boat? That is evidence number one that shows that Nolan was probably on that boat on the way back. But let me just give you guys the facts and we'll talk about everyone's opinion after. Now that we have the timeline of things that are going on, let's go over some facts that has transpired before and after Nolan's passing. I am going to play a video for you guys of Horn Island. You're going to see boats and you're going to see the island. This is where the alleged party and missing took place. And the alleged argument between Nolan and these three boys right here beside me in this picture. Now, listen carefully to the background noise, and I'm going to slow it down. You'll hear there's some sort of argument, and you'll see we're going to put like an arrow. You're going to see Nolan and these boys in an argument on the island.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to turn this down a little bit more because it's distracting. I want us to be able to hear all of this. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be my first time hearing the whole story so far as well. But it sure is something definitely stinks about this whole thing.
Take a listen.
Did y'all see that? Arguing.
Now, this story is still developing, but as of right now, this is the loose timeline of what we are getting. Allegedly, Nolan went missing around 3 p.m. But what is weird is that video I played for you is alleged to be taken around 5 p.m. So they're saying there was an argument around that time. So those two things already just don't make sense. And then there's reports that Nolan's friends were seen in the water partying at 7 p.m. So depending on when that video was shot and when he went missing, that's still up to the police to finalize that timeline.
Don't you think that that's odd? If your friend disappears, you would stick around and party. Kicking it in the water. Your friend is missing. And you don't give a damn enough to at least look for him. That's some sick shit. Hey, Corrine. Hold on.
But we know for sure that he was not with them at 7 p.m. partying in the water. And why, if you don't know where your friend is after, whether it be 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, why would you just be so nonchalant chilling in the water?
Thank you.
Doesn't that seem weird to you guys? Okay. Let's move on now to some posts that's going to give us some more insight. We're going to first go to two posts from Nolan's mother.
Okay, Doodle Bird just asked a question. How well did they know the missing young man? These four were best friends for several years. They had gone out many times before, left together, came back together. But this particular day, that didn't happen. And their behavior was very, very, very suspicious. And it just so happens that he the only black one in the bunch. Yeah, that part right there. But yes, they had been friends, buddies for several years.
Now, this, if I'm not mistaken, was put out, I think, July the 4th, later on the night, or maybe July the 5th. Nolan has not been found. His father and I have his cell phone. So for friends who are seeing his location, it's because we have it. Katie has contacted me. Katie is Nolan's girlfriend. We are currently at Horn Island. We are looking for any information other than what we already know. Please PM, I think she means DM, if you have any additional information.
That's crazy in itself. They come back without him, but they give the parents his cell phone. Yeah, I think you're right, Michelle. They were all teammates. But he seemed to be the one that stood out in the crowd because not only was he black, he was more talented. Kathy Mitchell says, "Hey, Auntie Mickey and chat. I was born and raised in Meridian, Mississippi. I have some stories I could tell. Something just don't set right with me on this." I hear you. I hear you, sweetheart. It just doesn't. It look. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck. What is it? It's a damn duck. This don't seem right at all. And jealousy is a very toxic D-rug. It wouldn't be the first time that someone was eliminated due to jealousy. First thing that pops into my mind is the Tulsa race war. They dropped bombs on a black community because they were doing well, better than their counterparts. And because of that jealousy, those people, those counterparts came into that all black community and burned it down. Burned it down out of jealousy. It's going on right now. If you haven't watched the news, the thing with the farmers now that President Orange Orangutan has screwed over the farmers that voted for him, now they need help. And they're not getting help, they're getting screwed. But it's the black farmers that are prospering because black folks is used to doing it on their own. So what do certain farmers do? They started burning down some of the black farms. But you don't hear enough about that in the mainstream media either. Jealousy is a toxic drug. Toxic. Barbara says, "When I lived in Alabama, I loved Ocean Springs. I always stayed at the Holiday Inn Express. It was brand new and very nice." Hi, Aquarius Mama. Hey, Simone. Let me get back to Trent.
Now, unfortunately, the next post is after they found Nolan's body. I want to thank our family, friends, and community, local law enforcement, and everybody involved for all the love, support, resources over the last few days. His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. My heart broken for my sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. I ask that you please give me and my family time to grieve. That's got to be super hard for any mother to write.
You know what? This really, excuse me, this really bothers me even more so now because today is the 8th year anniversary that they found my son's body. He didn't die under these circumstances, thank God. But it took them over 24 hours to retrieve his body out of a lake. So I can imagine what this woman is going through. The mother of this young man is going through. Your baby boy gone. It's the most horrible feeling you'd ever feel. Nobody would ever want to feel that. And today just happens to be the anniversary that they retrieved his body. And I have my own feelings about that whole situation too, because they dragged their feet looking for him. But that's neither here nor there at this point. That's not going to bring him back. Let me get back to this.
Here is now a post from Katie's mother. And like I said, Katie is Nolan's girlfriend. And to me, it sounds like she's already trying to build up kind of like a defense for Katie. Katie had a conversation and assumed that Nolan was getting ready to get on the boat he came out in, which is the one with his friends. Katie made it home because she was on another boat and with different people. Katie was safe because my brother and sister-in-law went and got her. Katie assumed that friends telling him to get on the boat wouldn't have left him. Me and my family have called, and are sending up prayers to bring Nolan home. This was obviously before they found his body. We have given all the answers we can give to his mom and authorities.
Jesus.
Now, let's move on to Matthew, who allegedly is a boy that was there, or maybe one of Nolan's friends. That's kind of like up for speculation, but he gives some insight. Matthew writes, one of my passengers is pretty certain he was part of the group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. Then Nicole asks Matthew, were they fighting amongst themselves or with other people? That's a question I've had. So it's, hey, were we a group of boys that all came together? Were they arguing and fighting with other people? Or were they fighting with Nolan, the three of them, against him? Matthew answers, the three people on my boat that saw all says, yes, it was amongst themselves.
Wow.
This will be used in court. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely.
Now we have evidence not evidence, but testimony that the boys were in an argument. So the boys are in an argument. So you think I'm going to get into an argument with my boys. And then I'm going to say, yo, hold my phone, bring it on the boat with you. I'm going to go off with a girl. And you guys just leave me on a boat here.
You know that's bullshit. You know ain't nobody gonna hand no phone over there to their friends and say, look, I'm gonna go over and kick it with this little girl right now. Hold on to my phone. No. I don't claim to be no detective, but something in my heart tells me that they're the reason that boy's gone. Because they couldn't seem to get it together. And their stories keep changing. See, yep, Simone, yep. They lawyer up all of them so nobody talk to them until all of them get together and get that lie together. And isn't it convenient that one of the parents is a judge? Another's a lawyer. I would be very, very surprised, honestly, if anybody is held accountable for this. I'd be very surprised. Because it seems like money and power covers a multitude of sins. Man, oh man.
I'll show you a picture of Horn Island in a second, but does that make any sense to you? Let's go now to, and then Nicole answers and says, Matthew, I'm searching for anything to help you, and then it continues. Let's go on now to the picture of Horn Island so that you guys can see how it is. Do you guys notice here, this is not an island with trees and a place to hide. Like, you're not going off with a girl on a flat surface like this. And if you are, then your boys will easily be able to find you to be like, exactly. Yo, we're leaving, bro. Like, let's go. This is not somewhere where somebody could go missing or you don't know. Look how flat it is and look how small it is.
And see, he made a very valid point. I never saw the island, an actual picture of the island, because the first thing that came to my mind was trees. This is all a flat surface out in the open, surrounded by a beach. Wow. Yeah, this stinks. This don't pass the smell test.
And you're not going to say, oh, let me leave him and let him swim back, because that just would be impossible. It's too far off of the coast. Now, so of course the question is, did his friends have something to do with this? Did they continue fighting on the boat and then push him over? Was he on the boat and accidentally fell off? Was he swimming back and actually drowned? I already told you guys at the top what I think. To help you guys better create your own solution or answer, I'm going to play for you a video of what Nolan's friends are presently doing on Instagram right now. Take a look.
These are Nolan Wells' friends that didn't remember anything, but they remembered to deactivate every single social media account that they have. Them, his girlfriend, their parents, all the accounts deactivated and wiped clean.
Wow.
All of them. Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, Morgan, jail. Jail for everyone.
Yep.
Because they're already circling the wagons. They're already lawyered up. But wait, their parents are doctors, lawyers, and judges. This is the father of one of his friends. And this is the stepmama, Ashley Cole. Court judge for Jackson, George, and Greene counties in the beautiful state of Mississippi has already deactivated her account. Deactivated all the accounts, and they have all unfollowed Nolan. And this is Katie, who is supposedly, allegedly cooperating with authorities because all the other friends are lawyered up and not helpful and not talking. The doctors and the lawyers and the judges' parents of these 5 have said that they would like privacy, please, at this time. But you know what? Name them publicly. No privacy and no peace for Eli, also known as Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, and Morgan. What happened to Nolan? What did you do to Nolan? His phone came back safe, but he didn't? Why were y'all arguing just minutes before he was reported missing and y'all were continuing to party late into the evening? Other boats that were docked and parked next to yours saw y'all, but Nolan was missing. We're going to find out. The truth shall come to light.
If that was not enough.
See, that's the part that gets me. Your friend comes up missing and you still feel the need to kick it. You just gonna, just hang out, play in the water, have a funky good time, and then go home with your tail between your legs, and suddenly your parents lawyer you up. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. I'll put it on the line myself. I'm just gonna say what a lot of folks won't say. I believe them young men killed that young man. I believe that. And until they come up with some valid information, valid evidence that states otherwise, that's what I'm going to continue to believe. Absolutely, Camille. They gave themselves away when they deactivated their accounts. I mean, every social media account of not just the boys, but the parents too. Are you serious? I'd be interested to know what that girl is saying, though. The only one that's cooperating. This is sad. This is sad. And if the tables were turned, he'd be sitting in jail right now. If the tables were turned, he would be in jail. And it don't matter if his parents have money. They'd have made a way to keep him in jail.
Listen to what some people are saying about Nolan's friends.
The kid Nolan that's missing here from Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Mississippi, it's a lot more sinister than you guys think. A girl named Vi Alice Ross posted that the white boys needed to be investigated because she went to school with them and it wasn't all that you guys think it is. Another girl, Caitlin, states that she was parked next to them until about 7:30 with no sign of Nolan to be found. But yet the report was he went missing earlier in the day, so why would they continue partying? It just doesn't make sense to me.
And before you draw your own conclusion, I just want to remind you of an incident that was similar to Nolan's, and that incident is Tamala Horford, a Black woman who was hanging out with her 9 white friends and having a adult slumber party, ended up getting drunk. Maybe there was some sort of argument that was happening, and she ended up passing away and losing her life as well.
That's the one that we were talking about a few minutes ago, right? Yep. Wow. Doodoo Bird says, IMO, they were fighting and accidentally deleted him and dumped his body on the island. I don't even know if it was an accident. Your reaction tells more of a tale than anything. You know, the reaction of those boys tells more of a tale than anything. Hold on just a second.
At the bottom of a balcony, and her friend said, "Oh, she just allegedly slipped." We all know what really happened to Tamala Horford. The same thing that's happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. So there you have it, another tragic event. It seems like once a month, there is some Black person that has a miscarriage of justice. Ashley Janae, Joe McCann, oh, he got let off. Tanzania, gone. We don't hear that story anymore. Carmelo Anthony, boom, 35 years in jail. I mean, at least we still have some hope for his appeal, but you know, that was an injustice. At least the sentencing was. We can argue the manslaughter, etc. And now we have Nolan Xavier Wells. You know how the story goes. He did it to himself. It was accident. It's never going to be the truth. It's never going to. We're never going to get the truth of this. And I hate to be the person who's not hopeful, but like I said, I feel like it's every month I'm coming on here and giving you guys a story like this. The fact that these kids are already deactivating their accounts, the fact that their parents are already involved, the fact that they already have money, the fact that there's a judge, like it's already a wrap. It's already wrapped up. We already have, to me, enough evidence to show that there's something that's going on. You cannot tell me that the argument, the boat, the leaving, and then they're partying in the water 4 or 5 hours after. All of us have friends. All of us have gone out and partying with friends.
That did it for me. That part right there did it for me. If he came up missing at 3 o'clock and you out there kicking it in the water at 7:30 after he's been reported missing, and you don't care enough to just give up what you're doing, give up your good time, and go back to the authorities, go back to his parents, go back somewhere and let them know that something has happened to this young man. But their reaction, what they did after 3 o'clock, that's what tells the tale for me. The behavior thereafter. No, Duda Bird, his autopsy has not yet been finalized to my knowledge. This is sick. That young man had a lot of promise. And I'm sure it was a lot more promise than they had. Sick. Just sick.
You maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you're like, yo, where's Trent at? Yo, where's this person? You look out for people. So this is sus. Nobody goes that long without their phone. Nobody.
Nope.
So, like I said, I wish I could be hopeful. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Let me know. You might think that I'm completely off. You might think that we should give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but you don't give people the benefit of the doubt that are deactivating their Instagram account, that are posting, you know, alibis and posting everything instead of like grieving. Like his girlfriend, I'm even curious about her and her parents, right? So anyways, this is not going to be the last time we talk about this. Wait till we hear from the sheriff department. Wait till we hear from the investigation. There is a GoFundMe for the family. I'll try to find that and I'll maybe pin it below. Yeah, I'll find that and I'll pin it below for you guys because there's a lot of different ones going out there. So I'm going to make sure to find the authentic one. I just saw it. I'm going to put it in the comment section below. And yeah, just prayers out for Nolan's family. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. When you are commenting, please do not forget.
Okay, well, that's enough of him. That's enough of him. But yeah, that really has disturbed my soul today. That ain't nothing changed under the sun but the year. Not a thing. You know, if you the right color and you got the right amount of money in your bank account, you can get away with anything. So only time will tell. But I'm like him. I don't have a whole lot of promise that justice will be served. I really don't. We've seen this happen far too many times. Evidence just blaring there, staring you right in the face. But technicalities, technicalities keep it from prevailing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the tables are turned when it's those of color or don't have that much money, you know, to defend themselves with the best of the best that money has to buy. It's sick. It's really sick. Their behavior after their so-called best friend went missing told the tale. They didn't care enough to look for him or continue to look for him or go home. I couldn't sit right with myself after my buddy done disappeared. Oh no, Doodle Bird, you didn't. No. Not at all. We live in a pretty sick world. A very, very sick world. But like I said, y'all, I didn't want to hold y'all too much. I did want to talk about one other thing that's very, very brief. And I'm not going to go off into a whole lot of detail. But I just have to say this. I just have to say this. There's another content creator on YouTube. I'm not going to say the name of this content creator because I'm not trying to, you know, draw attention to that person. They don't deserve attention. But I didn't realize how jealous people could be on this app. I really didn't realize how jealous people can be on this app. And if you're associated with another content creator that's even more popular, you're suddenly, I don't know if you're in the way, if you ain't shit, I don't know. But that's the behavior of a toddler. That's my friend. That's my friend. Only me. Only me. Or I don't like her anymore, and just because you still like her, I don't like you. That's the behavior of a toddler. And that's what's going on right now. I woke up yesterday morning and saw this content creator online. And I don't see this content creator often. But never had a problem with this content creator. This content creator has never had a problem with me, so I thought. So I just popped into the chat. There was nobody else in the chat. And I typed in a greeting. And when that content creator saw that I spoke to them, that content creator commenced to biting my head off. Because I'm associated with another content creator that she don't like no more. Or I'm sorry. I'm not even going to correct that. Because that content creator doesn't like that other content creator anymore. I don't know what happened between the two of them. But one thing is for sure, jealousy gets you nowhere. Just because I'm cool with that person has nothing to do with me and you. You gonna bite my head off because I kick it with a certain content creator that you don't approve of anymore. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem, that's a you problem. And then to go so low as to insult me because I'm an older woman and I ain't got no damn business being online kikiing it with the younger women and yada, 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 yada. Bitch, let me tell you something. Don't hate. My age doesn't, it does, I don't, my life is not predicated on my age. You can take that confusion you got going on upstairs and apply it elsewhere. I need to be gardening, trying to teach somebody how to bake and shit like that. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. All up your ass, fuck you. But like I said, jealousy is a bitter drug. And just like that young man is gone behind jealousy, we got content creators talking shit to people that ain't done a damn thing to them out of jealousy. Hey, Blue Outlaw, long time no see. So yeah, I needed to say that before I jump off of this app. Because this content creator had quite a bit to say to me out of the blue. I haven't even been on here doing content for a couple months now. I'm just starting to get back into things. And I say hi to you and you bite my head off, man. Fuck you. Go get your mind right. You're confused. Honored to see you too, Blue Outlaw. It's been a while. Good to see you still hanging in there, sweetheart. So yeah, you guys. The shenanigans still keep pushing here on YouTube. No matter what you do. You treat people with respect on here, and sometimes they don't understand what respect look like. Because when they look in the mirror, they don't respect themselves. But see, I'm not the type that, you can come back to me a couple months from now as if nothing happened. No, bitch. No. No. It don't work like that. When you behave like a child, I'm going to treat you like a child. And the sad part about it is that this person, ain't nobody even feeling this person anyway. Lord have mercy. Nobody's looking for you. You should be glad somebody is speaking to you. I spoke because you ain't never done a damn thing to me until now. But okay, this is what you want. This is what you asked for. So this is what you get. Fuck you, you bony ass, confused individual. Now you got a reason to dislike me. Ooh, Jesus. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to jump off of this app. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with some more content. Because I do want to talk a little bit more about this particular story of Nolan. I think it deserves more attention because mainstream media is not reporting on this very much at all. But the light skin out, okay? So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. God bless you, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.
Hey there, my kinfolk, thanks for stopping by. Auntie Mickey's house, where we reach for the sky. Every comment and smile, you make my heart glow. Together we're strong, together we grow. From gossip to politics, we cover it all. Sharing laughs and thoughts, having a ball. Your support means everything that I know. Feels like family here in this sweet show. So let's keep it flowing, keep the love alive. Every moment together makes me thrive. You're more than viewers, you're my kinfolk. You see, my gratitude runs deep as the sea. Thank you for being here, for sharing your time with each comment, with each rhyme. You're my kinfolk, my family, my crew. So much love to all of you. Turn up the camera, let's make it bright. Your support lifts me up, takes flight.